A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Thanks.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Enough to move the chains. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Second down, gonna throw it. He's taking the shot. And he's got it inside the 35.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
And defensively on third down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it back to him. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Third and 6 yards to go. In the backfield, he'll lose 3 on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Cardinals. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Hood. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Left side is Wilson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A give to Brown. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Hits inside, it's Pringle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Throwing, Mensah. Catch in the middle, it's Jacobs. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Gets the back moving. Cuts it upfield. It's Pringle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Looking for the edge. The pitch. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint. We'll try to put some points on the board.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Defense will back up and make things a little easier here on 3rd and 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants...
There he goes! The 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Fresh set of downs going up top. Keeping his eyes downfield. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Out wide right, it's McCoy. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. He's out of bounds well short of the marker, and they'll have to give up the ball. desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pulls it. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
Been so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Escapes the pressure going right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Second down to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He is in. Touchdown, Cardinals. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. From deep, it's Pringle. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Gonna let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Selling the fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Looking for space. It's Pringle. Crosses to 40. There he goes. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Extending the play. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third down, he drops to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's McCoy. Snags it and he's open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They want to run this quarterback. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Louisville calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right side, it's Brown. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Run in the red zone. It's Hood. Just smothered on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Louisville! Back and forth they go as these two high-powered attacks continue to flood the end zone. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's changing the play. Mensah looking for a deep man. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's start with Texas taking on the Baylor Bears. And it's the Longhorns looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside, Mac.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds a crease. It's Pringle. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
On the move. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. On the run, it's Pringle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Rides to the back. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. There's some daylight. Pass to 6. There he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten hit earned in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And the extra point is good. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! He'll get rid of it. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeps it himself. Defense all over him.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. It is perfect. And we've got a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score. And David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Turning it on. He's past the sticks. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires one high and deep. He's got it at the 30. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Cardinals are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first. On the move. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Scoreboard operator better stay loose. Plenty of time to go here as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Making the adjustment. Running inside. It's Pringle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Throws it back. Rush right in his face. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing, Mensah. Complete. At the 35, he's loose. Right down the gut of the field. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the return, it's Hood. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless looking for a huge play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Drops back on first down. Rushes on. Good job just to get rid of that one.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
They don't need a bunch on second down. He's looking to pass. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
And that's a teach tape on third down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's third down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it, being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
He's got enough. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside. It's Pringle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Pringle. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Deep in the end zone, it's Hood. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. On first down, it's Brown again. He's past the marker. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Really good job by the defense there. Understanding pass, dropping back, but not losing sight of that running back and letting that quarterback throw it to him where he can pick up some extra yards and get that first down. They did a great job covering the whole field and making sure that running back got nowhere.
The Cardinals line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Floats it in. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Using his legs, it's Pringle. There he goes. The 40. The 20. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Guys, I think